Hey, I'm Chris. I'm One Box Punk. I am here solo, as you may or may not notice. And that's because one of the esteemed guests that I was going to have on this third horror panel is actually insanely sick. And so we have rescheduled Horror Panel 3 to Monday, October 27th, also at 7 p.m. Same time, just different day, different date. And also, we're still going to be talking about Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. We're going to get into that. We're going to dive deep into horror, which both of the creators, I can tell you here, this was you were going to find out right now anyway. I'm going to have Edward Hunt and Elijah Joseph back on. And so both of them, I had a great time talking to, and I had each of them on individually earlier this year. And so I thought they would probably get along really well together. I laughed a whole lot with both of them, and just they have infectious energy. And so I wanted to put the two of them together onto a panel and watch a ridiculous horror movie in Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey. And so that's what we're going to do. It's not going to happen right now, though. It's going to happen Monday, October 27th at 7 p.m. Hopefully, Elijah is fully back up to 100% health. Hopefully, you are staying healthy as well, my friends. Until we get there, you can look forward to next weekend, the horror panel number 4, what originally was going to be the final panel for this spooky season. I've got two of the best dudes that I have met and become really good friends with through this show coming on to talk horror. We've got a movie that we're going to be watching and just discussing and tearing apart and deconstructing and evaluating and all of those things that you've come to see, know, and love from these horror panels. I love doing them. I hope you're staying safe. I hope you are spooking it up and watching all of the horror movies. And I hope most of all that you are making and reading indie comics because they're good for you. Now, I know it's a super quick cut, but that's what's going to happen. I'll see you back here next Sunday and Monday for a double dive, 2 days in a row of horror panels. We'll have horror panel 4 and then horror panel 3.2, where we try and get Edward and Elijah back on here to talk Winnie the Pooh, Blood and Honey and horror things. But first, next Sunday, join me right back here, 7 p.m. on the Long Box Punk. I'll be streaming with two super rad dudes that I am humble enough to call friends. It's going to be it. It's a super quick little announcement for me here. So go instead watch a scary movie or read a scary comic book or write a scary comic book or draw a scary comic book or scary arts or make some zines. You know, zines are good for you. And so you should go make those. You know, like it says, I'm just going to show you all the propaganda. Do crime, make zines, and go read some indie comics because I, Chris the One Box Punk, am out of here. Bye.